Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick, you know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might around and beat Pacquiao up.
Two questions. One is, should he be fighting again? And at the end of the day, if he's good enough to beat everybody outside of the top 20 in the world, then why not?
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao has reignited excitement in the combat sports world with newly leaked sparring and training footage ahead of his highly anticipated return fight against Mario Barrios. At 46 years old, the former 8-division world champion looks remarkably sharp, focused, and agile, defying both age and expectations. The footage highlights Pacquiao's trademark speed, footwork, and relentless combinations, fueling speculation about whether he still has what it takes to compete at the sport's highest level. As anticipation builds, fans around the globe are eager to see how the iconic fighter performs in.
Hi there guys, welcome to Red Corner Boxing. So Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against Mario Barrios according to rumours today. This is going to happen in July of this year. WBC have apparently sanctioned it. What's your thoughts on this, guys? Let us know in the chat.
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao is set to make his return to professional boxing at the age of 46, challenging Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title this July after a 4-year hiatus. The fight was confirmed by WBC President Mauricio Su and marks a full-circle moment for Pacquiao, who won his first world title in the flyweight division under the WBC banner. Despite a lackluster showing in a 2024 exhibition bout against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ampo, Pacquiao remains confident, pointing to his impressive 2019 victory over Keith Thurman and his relatively low wear and tear. In recent years, his last professional fight was in August 2021, when he suffered a decision loss to Yordenis.
Mario Barrios is the WBC champion, so who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. That's a tremendous fight. There's a final elimination taking place in North Africa, New Guinea with Chisoko. And there's just many interests in the division. It's a great weight category.
I didn't know about Manny Pacquiao. So is this something is it out there? I've not seen anything about this.
Yes, it was released. PBC. Manny Pacquiao first title was the flyweight WBC, and he wants to retire as WBC champion.
Mario Barrios, 29, has remained active in the welterweight scene, capturing the WBC interim title in 2023 and later being elevated to full champion status after Terence Crawford vacated the belt, boasting a professional record of 29-1. Barry most recently defended his title in a hard-fought split draw against Abel Ramos, with no mandatory challenger currently assigned in the WBC welterweight division. Manny Pacquiao's return has generated major buzz, with fans and analysts eager to see if the boxing icon can defy age and reclaim championship glory. Pacquiao's comeback is driven by a desire to finish his storied career on a high note, aiming to retire as a champion. This bout offers not only a shot at redemption but also an opportunity to add one more chapter to his legendary legacy. Not everyone in the boxing world is convinced. However, trainer Greg Hackett shared a blunt assessment of the rumored Pacquiao versus Barrios matchup, while acknowledging Pacquiao's legendary status. Hackett questioned whether the 46-year-old might be overestimating his current abilities. He stressed the dangers of facing a younger, active champion like Barrios and voiced concern over the risks involved, both for Pacquiao's health and his legacy. Meanwhile, Barrios' coach, Bob Santos, weighed in on the potential fight, noting his fighters' readiness to face elite opponents. In a recent interview, Santos acknowledged that both sides had previously shown interest in making the Pacquiao fight happen, but scheduling issues, especially Pacquiao's political duties in the Philippines, had delayed it. Still, Santos didn't rule out the matchup, suggesting that if the timing is right, the bout could
mentioned a lot of people are asking what's going on. Are the rumors true? Is it possibly Spence? Is it Pacquiao? Who is Mario Barrios sharing the ring with next?
You know what? He's put himself in a great position through hard work. He's a tremendous story when he turned pro and what he's been able to accomplish being a 2-time world champion. And I always told everybody, he fights all comers. When we fought Gervonta Davis, all my hats off to Gervonta Davis. But it was very difficult for us to make the weight. We were going to move up in weight. They presented us, with this opportunity, and he said, you know what, I'll bite down for it one more time. And then from there, obviously we had a tough loss, but it was a competitive fight. And his first fight at 147 pounds, he goes on and takes on Keith Thurman. No tune-ups, no getting used to the thing. Goes at that point is about as.
Boxing experts believe that Manny Pacquiao's potential return to the ring is largely driven by financial motivation. After stepping away from the sport without officially closing the chapter on his career, Pacquiao seems restless. A hype bout against Mario Barrios offers not only a significant payday but also a shot at reclaiming past glory, despite his age and time away from active competition. Some analysts argue that even a diminished Pacquiao remains more skilled than many younger fighters at their peak. His experience, ring IQ, and legendary power, especially in his left hand, still make him a dangerous opponent. That said, concerns linger over his last professional outing against Yordenis Ugas in 2021, where Pacquiao appeared noticeably slower, with diminished timing and stamina. The fight underscored the physical effects of age and inactivity. Facing a younger, physically strong opponent like Barrios could be a major challenge. Barrios, though not considered elite, is in his prime and known for controlling distance, maintaining composure, and delivering accurate punches. Experts caution that this matchup could be hazardous for Pacquiao, suggesting he could be overwhelmed or even stopped, potentially leading to a final, definitive retirement. However, the situation isn't entirely bleak. Analysts note that punching power is often the last trait to fade in aging boxers. If Pacquiao can land cleanly with his signature shots, particularly his left hand, he could still do serious damage and turn the fight in his favor. Ultimately, the bout is seen as a high-risk, high-reward gamble, both emotional and physical, for a fighter trying to defy time one last time. Critics argue the fight is more of a business move than a competitive comeback, with Pacquiao's name value ensuring major attention and revenue. But while he may leave with a full bank account, many believe he's unlikely to walk away with a win. For them, this return is less a triumphant finale and more a dangerous roll of the dice.
Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Let me tell you something. Manny Pacquiao, Mario Barrios. Not really sure what the hell's going on here. WBC is doing their thing to take care of Pacquiao. They ain't worried about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney bullshit. They looking at trying to breathe life back into the 147-pound division. So Manny Pacquiao's getting another opportunity. Let me tell you something. Pacquiao should be the A side. The man bring a whole country. Barrios ain't quite doing that. But to come out here and think Manny Pacquiao is just going to get in here and put the bing-bings on Barrios, I understand having the mindset and remember what Manny Pacquiao was. He's not that, people. So if you ask me, him fighting Barrios, who wins? I got to give the edge to Barrios. But as far as who's going to win financially, it's Manny Pacquiao. Barrios gets some dough too, but it's Manny Pacquiao. That's it.
The proposed fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has drawn sharp criticism from boxing purists and insiders, many of whom see it as a commercial stunt rather than a legitimate sporting contest. At 46 years old and retired since his 2021 loss to Yordenis Ugas, Pacquiao's physical decline was evident in that bout's slower reflexes, diminished timing, and reduced endurance. In contrast, Barrios is an active, younger, and naturally bigger welterweight, who is still progressing in his career. While not considered elite, he possesses enough skill, size, and youth to be a serious challenge for any aging fighter. Critics argue that pairing a long-retired legend with a contender is less about fair competition and more about generating headlines and pay-per-view revenue. The controversy intensifies with reports that the fight may be sanctioned as a welterweight title bout. If a boxer who hasn't fought professionally in years can leapfrog active contenders simply because of his name, it undermines the credibility of boxing's ranking system. Many see this as disrespectful to younger fighters who've earned their place through consistent competition. The WBC, in particular, has come under fire for appearing to apply double standards, strictly enforcing mandatory defenses for some fighters while bending the rules for stars like Pacquiao. Critics claim that by prioritizing profit over competitive integrity and fighter safety, boxing sends the wrong message that fame and legacy can outweigh merit and health. Talk of Pacquiao's return began circulating in early 2024, sparking excitement among fans and media. Initial reports centered on a planned exhibition match against Muay Thai legend Bwaka Bandkamik, scheduled for April 20, 2024. The bout, set to feature a hybrid rule set blending boxing and Muay Thai elements, was marketed more as a showcase than a serious competition, with a projected purse of $25 million. The event was clearly designed for maximum commercial appeal, particularly in Asia, where both fighters have massive followings. For Pacquiao, it was a way to re-enter the ring without the full risk of a professional bout. For Bwaka, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to share the spotlight with a global boxing icon. While critics questioned its competitive legitimacy, Many supporters viewed it as a celebration of two legends from different combat sports crossing paths in a unique, entertainment-driven event.
You know, Pacquiao's style is good for the Muay Thai sports, and I don't know that boxing is different than Muay Thai, and you know we're going to fight in boxing, so you know what I'm talking about. It's hard for him to adjust without using elbows, legs like that. So it just, you need to train hard and work hard because it's hard to, it's very hard to.
I got the big round of applause for Manny.